welcome back to another episode of Auto Existence. Just wanted to give a quick walk around of the Bronco. Sorry, I'm still in my scrubs, I just got off of work. We're just gonna go over a few things that I think are special about this Bronco, as well as some custom things that I've done to the truck. So, here we go. So what I have here is, it's a 1996 Ford Bronco, 5.8. Nothing too special about this except for the fact that I've done just a few modifications to it. So normally these come with a E40D automatic transmission. I went ahead and removed it because I was having some issues with it. I swapped in a ZF5 manual from an F250 of the same generation, 1992-1996 old body style Ford. And the great thing about those is it actually came off of a 7.3 diesel motor, but they share the same bolt pattern along with the 302, 351, and the 7.3 diesel. So it was a pretty simple swap. All I had to do was I just got the clutch and flywheel and pressure plate and all that stuff for an F250 and just mated it to this motor and transmission. The ZF5 is great because it has a granny low first gear. Normally only use 2 to 5, 5 being their overdrive. And I also swapped in a manual transfer case from a manual transfer case old body style Ford. I'm trying to get this transfer case in. This thing weighs about, I think it's about 75 pounds. It's just a small space. Take a breath. Oh my God. So under the hood here we have the 351 Windsor. Nothing special about it. There's a few things that have changed under here. I went ahead and put in a 3G 150 amp alternator from a Ford Explorer. I'm sorry, I think it's 120 or 140 amps, I forget. Also, I've installed a dual battery system in here, and I also have a dual battery isolator. So I have two Optima yellow top gel batteries, and I have them wired so there's a starting battery and then your auxiliary battery. So you run all your accessories off the auxiliary battery, and that way you can keep it isolated. Essentially, you can start the truck and run the truck off of this battery, and everything here, for instance, if you have camping lights or something like that, if your truck is off, you can run off of this battery. And then even if you completely deplete this battery, it'll still be isolated from this one, so you can still start your truck. Or for instance, if this one dies, I can link them and just self-jump. I can jump myself with this auxiliary battery. So you'll never get stuck. Inside, in the cab, I have a controller for this, so I can monitor the levels of my batteries as well as link the batteries. And that's pretty much it for under the hood with the upgraded alternator and upgraded battery system. So here is my custom bumper, welded this together. Also, I have a Smitty built 10,000 pound synthetic line winch, and it's also waterproof, along with a flat link. And this thing's great. I just love the way it looks. It makes it look a little bit more aggressive looking and much more substantial than the factory bumper, especially with a big heavy winch on it. If you see in another one of my episodes, I actually got stuck going off-road and I was able to tow myself out with just the winch, and this thing held up great. Also, the Bronco has, it is four-wheel drive, So it has an 8.8 rear differential, and it has a Dana 44 front differential. It doesn't have a traditional solid axle front four-wheel drive system. It has that weird twin traction beam kind of independent suspension, but with a full Dana 44 front differential carrier. So that's something to keep in mind with these trucks. Really, the thing about those twin traction beams, you get a little bit better ride, but mind you, this is an old truck, 20 plus years old. Normal day-to-day driving, you do run into tire wear issues, especially with these. It's hard to dial in the alignment really well with these kind of trucks with the twin traction beam suspension system. So, but you know, that's something I'd like to change in the future. Maybe go to a solid axle Dana 44 out of an older F100 or a Bronco, like 78, 79, those kind of years have those straight axles. So inside, I wrapped my steering wheel with paracord. I saw a tutorial online, and it was some Jeep, and I thought it looked pretty nice. But also the steering wheels for these big trucks are actually quite thin, and I just wanted something more substantial to grab onto, so wrapped it in that, and I really like it. So I installed the center seat from a 90s Dodge Ram, which has a console, which is fairly substantial. It's really big, and of course the seat flips up, so you can put a center passenger. I also have these wet Ocolee seat covers with the Bronco stitched in there. I love these. These are made out of wetsuit material. What they make wetsuits out of, people who like surfing and stuff like that. So I have the 33-inch BF Goodrich all-terrain TA KO2 tires, 33 inches tall and 10.5 inches wide. These wheels I got from a van, actually, a Ford van in the junkyard, so happened to fit just fine. I got these for like $110 or something for all four. I also, with this truck, it had automatic locking hubs. I ended up switching it out to manual locking hubs because I was having issues with those, along with the manual transfer case. It had an automatic transfer case, so I changed the automatic to a manual transfer case, automatic transmission to a manual transmission, and automatic locking hubs to manual locking hubs. So one of my favorite features of the Bronco is this tailgate. It's just like a traditional truck tailgate that goes up and down, but it's just great for camping and things like that. I also have you have the ability to fold down the seats, and you get a large cargo space. This is just great for going off-road, putting a bunch of junk back there, whatever, carrying your dog. I really like that. And it just folds right up, and then the window goes up. The window is encased in here. Actually have a spare tire carrier, but that's at the powder coaters right now. So that's pretty much it. Just an overview of what I have in this truck. I've put a lot of blood, sweat, and tears into this thing, and I don't expect to ever get rid of it. It's something I want to keep forever. It's a great thing to work on. It's fairly easy to work on. Parts are cheap, and it's American, and I love that. And there's a lot more to the Bronco that I want to do in the future, like a lift and maybe even bigger tires and other off-road cool things that I like. So we'll stay tuned. In the future we'll do those mods together, and you get to see it right here on this channel. Thanks again for watching. Find me on Facebook at AutoExistence, as well as Instagram at AutoExistence, and also you can find me at my website at autoexistence.com. Thanks again for watching. See you in the next one.